The more you do for a man, the less he wants to do for you. The more you consider a man's feelings, the less he considers yours. This is sad, but it's true. I know a lot of y'all weren't taught this because it don't even make sense, but it's just the truth. The less you pay attention to a man, the more attention he pays to you if he really likes you and if he wants to chase you and be a man and get your attention. Let me tell y'all something. Men don't even like nice women. They think they're stupid. I'm just being honest. They think nice women are dumb. It's still, they equate niceness with stupidity. I promise you. That's why a lot of times they'll promise the nice ones the world and never deliver it because they think y'all are nice enough, aka stupid enough, to sit there and believe it. Okay. So they want you nice and stupid enough to believe their lies. When you're not nice, they figure you don't believe nothing out of their mouth. And even if you do, you're still going to treat them like whatever until you are experiencing the actual thing that they promised you. So don't be too nice. Yeah, that movie was called Companion. It's hilarious. Actually, it was pretty good. Yeah, stop being nice. They think, I'm telling y'all, a man doesn't walk around saying, oh, that's the nicest woman. That's a nice woman. That's a nice, no, what they really are saying, that's a stupid girl. That's a dumb girl. She'll believe whatever I tell her. I can run this game on her. She's so nice. She's not a no person. She's not going to question me. She's just going to go with it. She's a nice girl. So you can't be nice. You can be kind, but you cannot be nice. You can have manners, but you cannot be nice. Sorry. It's just how you have to treat them. Okay? Because they take your kindness for weakness and stupidity. If you don't believe me, maybe you should test it out.
Let me tell y'all something that these men don't want you to know. And it's really simple. And I want you to listen up, okay? Listen up because this is vital. You may have never heard this before. Men are treating you bad because they don't want anybody that would want them. They don't want anybody that would want them in their current state. They know their failures. They know they ain't got no motion. They know they not cute. Their hairline receded. Their teeth yellow. Their bank account low. They don't want nobody that would want them in that condition. So by you actually wanting him, you actually disgust him. You actually make him ashamed of you, of having you. Because by you liking him, you're telling him something about your worth. You could be a dime. You could be literally perfect. I'm telling you, perfect from head to toe, gorgeous down to the toenail, perfect. Everything about you, physically perfect. You could also be a good person. But if you like him, you ain't shit to him. You don't mean nothing to that man. And he hates you. He hates you for liking him. So what are you going to do? Stop liking these men. Stop liking.
Advice I would give women a million times. Leave quietly. Always leave quietly. If a man ghosts you, don't say anything. Leave quietly. If a man disrespects you, leave quietly. Don't say anything. And the reason for that is men thrive off of negative emotions from you. The opposite of love is not hate, it's indifference. So when you send those long paragraphs telling him like how much he pissed you off and how you hate him and don't talk to me ever again, that is still a viable emotion that he is getting your energy from. It shows that you care to some degree. I'm telling you, nothing feels better than taking your power back and not saying anything. Leave his ass confused and stuck. Just dismiss him. Start dismissing men. I promise you, it will make your life so peaceful. And I mean, you could apply it to any relationships I do. I see your bullshit and I'm not acknowledging it. Certain things just aren't worth your time, so you need to act like it. Just leave quietly. Just leave quietly.
I think it's not that men prefer casual. I think they like convincing you that it's serious and then getting to be like, what? It's casual. Because my idea of casual is like you hook up a couple times, you only text to kind of coordinate the details, you shake hands and it's done. But every time a guy gets me alone, and I know my friends have had this experience too, it's like, it's not like he's trying to hook up with me. He like wants to talk about his mom and like his parents' divorce and like share all these details and plan a trip to the Hamptons. So you start to be like, I guess he really likes me. I guess this isn't casual. And then the minute you say, we've created this like bond, are we in a relationship, they're like, what? I told you it was casual. And I think they like that bait and switch. And I don't have any advice.
Because they want to extract emotional labor out of you without having to commit or contribute any emotional labor back. A lot of men want the benefits of a relationship without having to be in a relationship. They want the emotional care. They want the nurturing. They want the attention. They do not want to have to be responsible to give it back, to provide for you, to show up in your life. Talking to my uncle about this the other day. He's telling me about how him and this girl he was like friends with benefits fell out because she caught feelings. He's telling me how at the beginning of their relationship, they agreed that it was just going to be just casual, no feelings, no strings attached. He telling me how she was there for him when my grandma died and she really helped him get through a tough time in life. They were spending all this time together, doing all this stuff that really I would expect couples to do. And he had the audacity to be confused when she said that she caught feelings and felt like he used her. It's like, Unc, you did use her. I told him, like, you extracted emotional labor out of this woman when you knew that you had nothing to offer her. You didn't give her anything in return. She poured into you. She helped you get over the death of your mother. And all you had to offer her was hard dick, beer, and weed? Her. And he talk about some, yeah, but she knew the deal. Like, she knew it was just supposed to be casual. I told her I didn't want nothing serious. So then why did you ask for so much out of the relationship? Why did you depend on her so heavily if you knew that you weren't going to be able to be there for her in the same capacity? That's because the truth of the matter is he needs her. A lot of men need that nurture and that care for women because they do not have the capacity in themselves. I was telling my uncle, like, you need a woman. He was like, I know. And that's the truth for most men. Most men need women because they do not possess the capacity to do their own emotional labor. Men know what they're doing. They're not naive. This is not accidental. This is purposeful. I told him she's the fucking fool, right? She knew that she was going to be unable to give that much of herself without catching feelings. So I'm telling you ladies right now, you are stupid enough to provide that much emotional labor to a man and he's not doing nothing for you. You are the idiot because a man is going to take all he can get from you and give nothing in return.
I've seen women, ladies, girls support their boyfriends and husbands throughout their careers and they later damn them or embarrass them in the future. I have seen men who do bare minimum and have some of the finest ladies out there. And I'm like, how did these two people come to be? How did they? And all that man does is embarrass this lady, cheat on this lady, physically abuse this lady, every sort of bad thing she does to this lady. He has a religious woman. He has a woman who values family life. He has a lady who maybe even sometimes provides for the family when the husband can, but still, the husband disrespects the lady.
Low effort men love a woman who is willing to abandon herself. Because when you silence and shrink your needs, when you ignore his red flags, and when you over-explain yourself, try to prove your worth, he doesn't have to rise. He don't have to do nothing. He doesn't have to be consistent. He doesn't have to be honest. He doesn't have to have integrity. He doesn't have to put in effort. And worst of all, he doesn't have to lead. He knows you're going to do it. Your self-betrayal is doing the work that he should be doing. And I'm going to tell you something that nobody else is going to tell you. A man who stays with you while you're doing all the work is not choosing you. A man who benefits from you abandoning yourself is not choosing you. He is exploiting your low sense of self-worth. And I guarantee you, the moment you decide to stop over-functioning, to stop over-giving, to stop over-proving, he's going to say that you changed or you are too much now, or he's going to find some problem with it the moment you decide to start choosing yourself. And that's not about you becoming incompatible with him all of a sudden. This is about exposure of the true dynamics that were at play. The lack of polarity between you as a woman and him as a man, and the roles that y'all were playing and showing up in this heterosexual relationship. High quality men are never intimidated by your boundaries. They're never intimidated by your standards, and they're never intimidated by your embodied sense of high value and high self-worth. In fact, high value men are attracted to those things about you. Low effort men are going to leave the room the moment your self-loyalty enters. And that's because they're not built for a woman who chooses herself. They're not built for the entire expansiveness, the wholeness of a woman. They're only meant for women who shrink themselves. They're only meant for women who abandon themselves. That's all they can handle, is this much of you. Not the whole entire being, the divine being of you. They want the little ego version of you.
Why I will no longer be entertaining the male human species. Number 1, never keeping promises. 2, never meaning what they say. 3, only being nice to people because they want something. 4, only being nice to women they find attractive. 5, not taking no for an answer. 6, bringing up sex immediately. 7, pressuring for sex on the first date. 8, lack of effort. 9, asking me to come over as the first date. 10, poor hygiene. 11, lack of emotional intelligence. 12, lack of financial intelligence. 13, extremely self-centered. 14, extremely misogynistic. 15, going weeks on end with no contact just to get a "what are you doing" text at 10 p.m. 16, STDs, pregnancy. 17, no peace of mind. 18, bad sex. 19, constant criticism. 20, gaslighting. 21, hypocrisy and double standards. 23, making me cry myself to sleep. 23, lying about everything. 24, having multiple women on rotation. 25, introducing the women he's cheating with as friends. 26, always choosing his friends over me. 27, being a cheap ass. 28, being a broke ass. 29, overinflated confidence and sense of ego. 30, fragile ego. 31, jealousy. 32, controlling what I wear. 33, overgrown toddler temper tantrums. 34, not listening. 35, not taking me seriously. 36, future faking. 37, ghosting. 38, saying you miss me but then doing nothing to try to see me. 39, wasting my time. 40, only wanting to be pen pals. 41, homosexuals who don't want to pay rent. 42, thieves. 43, energy vampires. 44, stupid fights. 45, always having to make meals. 46, always stuck being the responsible one. 47, high blood pressure. 48, irregulated nervous system. 49, weight gain and weight loss. 50, hair loss. 51, panic attacks. 52, being cheated on. 53, being treated like I'm stupid. 54, using my car like it's his. 55, using me as their come up girl. 56, way more bad men than good men. 57, think it's okay to create life then abandon it. 58, think rape is funny. 59, never hold each other accountable. 60, project all of their flaws and sins on women. 61, kill people in fits of rage. 62, essay people without a second thought. 63, would probably grape someone if they felt they could get away with it. 64, sexualize young teens. 65, don't see women as people. 66, professional bullies. 67, disrespect God's creation. 68, gold diggers and labor diggers. 69, play too many mind games. 70, don't know what they want. 71, have a lust problem. 72, have a greed problem. 73, manipulative as hell. 74, somehow everything is women's fault. 75, no sympathy or empathy. 76, too dangerous. 77, will get you caught up and arrested if not careful. 78, abandonment issues. 79, trust issues. 80, commitment issues. 81, only pick you if they think you're stupid and desperate enough. 82, entitled as fuck. 84, their refusal to go to therapy. 85, interrupting my hobbies. 86, not letting me speak. 87, never taking me on dates. 88, faking entire personalities. 89, flirting with my friends. 90, trying to invite my friends for threesomes. 91, saying you're the only girl I'm talking to knowing damn well that's a lie. 92, wouldn't accept the same treatment but think it's okay to treat me that way. 93, staring at my chest and on my face. 94, always objectifying me. 95, keeping me anxious and on edge. 96, leading me astray from God. 97, only thinking intimacy means sex. 98, never texting back. 99, having zero personality, hopes, dreams, or goals. 100, lack of knowledge and effort for basic life skills. Okay. Like this video if you want to see more videos like this. Have a blessed day.
You are not his job seeker. You're not supposed to write his resume for him. You're not supposed to make a to-do.
I think people think that I'm like joking when I say don't do shit for a man. I'm being serious. Don't do anything. Don't get on your Googs. If he said he wanted to go to funeral school, I don't want you to look up the next best cemetery that's about to open a course in session. That's not your role. They don't need your help. And if they do, they shouldn't be with you. And I mean that not to be vindictive or mean or rude, but men that want to be in relationship and want to like love up on their woman, they are self-sufficient. There's really not much more to say.
You are not friends with men, and I'll tell you why. Men constantly have an ulterior motive. Because of the way the patriarchy is set up, they don't necessarily view women as people to be friends with. They are constantly objectifying and looking at women as if, can I date her? Can I sleep with her? Is she the one I want to marry? Those are 3 categories you go into. Taylor Swift said it. She said the only kind of girl they see is a one night or a wife. When in fact, you are not what you are to men, okay? You are not what men see in you. You are a woman. You are the creator of life. You have your own hobbies. You have your own goals. You have things you want to do. But in the male brain, they are thinking, who is this girl to me, right? And that's the difference between men and women. Women are not always looking at men like, who can he be for me? Which then, in women, creates empathy, sympathy, and all these other kinds of feelings that men don't necessarily have towards women. I've said it before. If you are ugly, men will not do a fucking thing for you because they do not feel empathy. Actually, empathy for men will kill you. So, just some food for thought. Love you, bye.
Anytime a man asks you an inappropriate question, respond with something equally as inappropriate, because a lot of times men are trying to gauge certain things about you in certain ways in which they can manipulate you because they expect you to answer the question in a certain way. So if he asks you when's the last time you've slept with someone, you're going to say this morning. Even if it's been 6 years or 6 months, you say this morning. When he asks what's your body count, you're going to say 27. Okay? Not including relationships. When he asks you, oh, what do you do for a living? I think that's inappropriate because as a man, you shouldn't be checking for what a woman is doing and how much money she's making. That's none of your business. You're going to say, oh, I have a dad that does everything for me and I don't work. That's what you're going to say, because they don't want you to have those answers. And a lot of men, I've even had men ask me, oh, do you talk to your dad? Off of like the first, second conversation. It's like, why do you care if I talk to my dad or not? And if a man asks you anything like that, you're going to say, yes, my dad's in my life and I'm spoiled. He does whatever he wants for me. Even if you've never even met your dad, okay? You're going to say you're spoiled and he does everything for you, because these men are trying to figure out ways to manipulate you, okay? Don't get manipulated, ma'am.
What I know for sure, a man doesn't give a damn on what you do for him, for his career, for his house. They don't give a damn. The moment they decide you must go, you must go. It's done. So I see some ladies like when a man is planning to visit his mother, the lady is planning everything, how this guy will travel, package everything. When this man is not at home, this lady takes care of everything. They take care of kids. When this man is down, this lady supports him, takes care of him. It's my man. Let me take care of him. But at the end of the day, this man doesn't replicate the love this lady gives back. Yeah, when I was in campus or in high school, in my campus days, I would see ladies visiting their boyfriends, they clean their houses, they clean their clothes, and when the lady is gone, this young man brings another lady, to his house. The first lady cleaned, did everything for him, and the first lady cares for this young man, he loves this young man, he can do anything for this young man. But still, this young man doesn't value the effort this young lady is making. Just giving bare minimum and he gets everything. So when you become useless to a man, when you become a man, you don't give a damn about this man. He's more concerned about you and he takes care of you. And maybe he starts chasing that misery. But when you become available, emotionally available, financially available, you are easy to cheat on, you are easy to lie to because he's my man. Let me take care of him, let me forgive him. He views you like trash. You are a loser to him. So bring bare minimum to this misogynist man. It will save you a lot of troubles. Stay guided.